Hello everyone, and welcome to John Kelvin, episode 4. The first 3 episodes featured Annie. In episode 4, I've reinvented Leyla as an even older woman than Denise. She's 85. And of course, she has everybody's favourite daughter-in-law, Lola. So, Leyla would like to introduce you to John Kelvin. Hi Leyla, thanks for accepting my request.
Hello, it's nice to meet you.
It's my pleasure. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right for my age, thanks.
I'm glad you're all right. I'm also good too. I'd really like to know you. I'm from the United States. What about you?
I'm in England, my dear.
Sounds good. Are you bothered where I'm from?
I don't understand. What's wrong with people from the US?
I'm actually a good person. I just wanted to let you know where I'm from.
Yes, of course.
Thanks. How's your day going?
I'm just having my lunch, because one of my lovely neighbours has made me a fish pie.
Yummy, said our man. I hope you really enjoyed the fish pie. I'm a land surveyor. What's the nature of your work?
My neighbour's a good cook. It was very kind of her.
Sounds good. Do you live alone?
I live alone with my German Shepherd dog.
I'm too old to have a dog, said Leyla.
I wouldn't be able to take it for walks. My late husband passed away 20 years ago.
Oh, sorry about your husband's death.
I really know how it feels to lose someone you truly love. My late wife passed away 5 years ago.
I'm still actively working as a freelance land surveyor.
You must be very clever.
I think so. Are you bothered about the age difference between us?
What a strange question. I don't know how old you are, and we're just having a nice little chat. I find this internet thing very confusing. Are you too young to talk to me?
I'm not too young to talk to you, and I want to get to know more about you. I'm 65 years. What about you? You really sound interesting. Can you tell me more about yourself?
I'm 85. What do you want to know?
I'm searching for an honest, faithful woman, someone I can call my best friend and spend the rest of my life with.
You should join a seniors group in your town. Where do you live?
I joined some senior group in my town, but I didn't meet any serious woman. They're all players and they cheat around, said our mature adult man. Do you still believe in true love?
I only watch Disney cartoons with my great-grandchildren, she said.
That's so nice. I'm interested in you. Are you willing and ready to fall in love again?
I think you've joined the wrong groups, she said. I don't think a group for seniors will be full of people who cheat around. That's what the youngsters do. I think I'm a bit old. Unless a lovely gentleman comes along, it would be nice to have someone to take me out for lunch sometimes, wouldn't it?
Well, this is to my greatest surprise I found out something like that, he said, in reply to her saying she didn't think that people in seniors groups would be cheating around. I'm just really happy I came across your profile. Age shouldn't be a barrier in a relationship. What really matters is true love, care and understand. If you could give me a chance, I will show you I can always be this gentleman. I will love and care for you, and I will treat you with respect. Have you ever experienced true love before?
I'm sure I said I only watched Disney films with my grandchildren. Wasn't it Shrek that experienced true love? I think it might have been. Actually, I can't remember who it was. I've always lived in the real world. If you want to come round and take me out for lunch, that would be lovely.
That would be so romantic and lovely. I'm a freelance land surveyor, in case you hadn't worked it out, ladies and gentlemen. Which job do you retired from when you were still actively working?
My last job was for an estate agent, showing people round houses, but I retired 20 years ago. Before that, I worked in a department store for many years. That's closed now. My late husband, Eddie, was an electrician.
Oh, sounds good. After the death of your husband, have you ever had any relationship or dated any man online?
Our 65-year-old man asked our 85-year-old lady. You kids who live online, she said, I don't understand all this online stuff. My grandchildren show me what to do. You sound like a kid.
LOL, are you bothered about my age?
Not a grown-up man, she continued. Even my own children wouldn't say things like that. And my oldest is 64. I'm bothered that you don't act like a mature gentleman at 65. You sound more like my great-grandchildren.
I'm also new to this online stuff. Will you give me a chance to step into your heart and love you like never before?
I think Willow would believe in true love. said Leyla, but she's only 6 and loves Frozen. What would you like to know about me? Can we have a proper conversation, like 2 mature adults? If I want to talk fantasy rubbish, I'll do it with my youngest great-grandchild. How old are you, really? I'm a very open-minded man. I want something real with you, too. Why'd you talk like a teenage female fantasy fiction writer? Believe me, ladies and gentlemen, I was trying to play this with Leyla sounding like an innocent old lady, but it was getting very hard at this point. I'm 65 years, and I really don't want you to doubt this with me. Then do you think you could try and sound like a gentleman of 65? I'm 85, not 18. You must be due to retire soon. I was 65 when I retired. Our man thought he'd launch into his story. I'm 6 foot tall, hazel eyes, with dark brown hair. I presently live in Little Valley, New York, but I'm not worried about the distance, as I'm able to get around easily, so I hope that doesn't bother you too. I do not smoke, and I only drink occasionally. I like natural sweet red wine. You know, you've heard this before, is what he said to Annie. I was born and raised a Christian. I was born to a loving couple home. Dad is Swedish-American man from the Denton area of Texas, and a Caribbean mother from Montserrat. I'm from a mixed race. My father liked it in Montserrat, since it had many Irish folks settled there in the olden days. I'm planning to get retired very soon, and I won't be working on the field any more. I will only work from home. You see, you're still talking like a young kid. Only kids tell someone about their parents. I tell people about my own family, my kids, grandchildren and great-grandchildren. No, I'm literally telling you what you need to know about me. So please tell me how old you really are. Tell me about your career. Where did you train? Did you go to university? Who did you work for when you first graduated? Did you do professional exams? Which companies have you worked for? I'm 65 years. We have a special culture here in the United States American. We're thought to always treat woman like a queen. I know how old you are. You keep telling me. Tell me what you've done in your adult life, not what your parents or great-grandparents did. I never met them. I didn't know them. Of course I'll tell you. It's a gradual process, said our man, going off to find his mate, to try to work out what he ought to say. Then get on with it, said Leyla, instead of talking like a kid. I'm a freelance land surveyor. I'm responsible for developing GPS technologies, planning out a construction project, and establishing property lines before surveying lands. It could be land measurement and other buildings. I work government, private, and public organisations. I know what a land surveyor does. My great-granddaughter showed me how to copy and paste, so I'll paste what I typed before. Tell me about your career. Where did you train? Did you go to university? Who did you work for when you first graduated? Did you do professional exams? Which companies have you worked for? Tell me about some of the jobs you've done. Do you have a family? I have 3 children, 7 grandchildren, and 5 great-grandchildren. My career has taken me to over 22 countries of the world, ranging from Asia, Middle East, Europe, Oceania, because there's always big land survey work to do overseas. I'm self-employed, presently planning to retire on the fieldwork soon. I shall quit fieldworks and continue my works from my home office while my men do the field operations. I think I really have gotten to this height because I embraced work for so long. Where did you train? Did you go to university? Who did you work for when you first graduated? Did you do professional exams? Which companies have you worked for? I can just copy and paste that. It's so much quicker than just typing it each time, isn't it? I attended Michigan Technological University, where I obtained BSc in Surveying and Geoinformatics, said our man, having quickly Googled universities in the USA. I don't think I've heard of geoinformatics, said Leyla. What does it mean? When I first graduated, I worked for the State Department of New York for 15 years. I've also worked for private and public organisations before I became self-employed. OK, do you have a family of your own? Geoinformatics is part of surveying that involves the use of technology like GPS, theodolites, in planning out a survey project. That sounds very complicated, said Leyla. Yes, my deceased wife died 5 years ago. It's really a tragic story in my life. I took care of her till she died. What do you want to understand? I can tell you more about it. I'm a very open-minded and honest man. I don't think I understand it. I'm a bit too old to understand how all this computer stuff works. I don't know what a GPS is. Is it like my iPad? GPS stands for Global Positioning System. Thanks, mate, for clarifying that. I use it for determining and navigating a position when surveying a land. I also used it for getting mapping land positions when surveying. I don't know what a global positioning system is. Do you mean you navigate a position from one point? It's the GPS I'm trying to explain to you, said our man who hadn't tried to explain anything. Yes, but I don't know what it is. Yes, you're absolutely right, he said, in reply to her saying, do you mean you navigate a position from one point? Can you tell me about your family? So there's some point somewhere where everything is measured from? Where is that point? It's called tracking point in land surveying. Can you tell me about your family? I have 3 children. Anna, she's 64 and she lives in Worcester with her husband Henry. William, who's 62 and lives in Gloucester. And Charles, who's 58 and lives in Guildford. And I'll add in here that when I wrote that, I deliberately didn't say who William was married to. But William is married to Lola. Lola is William's second wife, and you all know Lola. She's Blue Lady. I've got 7 grandchildren. The oldest is Sophie. She's 40 and she lives in Hereford. They have 3 children. Then there's Jenny, who lives in Guildford, and Max, who lives in Worcester. They're Anna's children. Sophie has 2 children, Carrie and Colby. They're my oldest grandchildren. I know I've missed a lot of them. My youngest great-grandchild is just 3. He's Bertie's son. Wow! Said our man. You really have a great family. I'm interested in knowing more about you. I live in a lovely little retirement flat in Malvern. I moved here after my Eddie died, which is why I retired. We lived in Ledbury before he died. I was born in Hereford. I live, said our man, in a 3-bedroom house with a garage and garden. I love to spend time in my garden when I'm not working. Like to grow veggies, pumpkin and flowers, although I haven't been in the position to garden for years. But once upon a time, I invested a great deal of energy into perennial beds. I designed flower gardens that bloomed from early spring through the fall. It was glorious. I would get out of bed in the morning while dew was still wet on the grass and go putter around in my garden until it was time to get ready for work. Presumably ChatGPT wrote that. I haven't looked for it. That doesn't make sense, does it? Said Leyla. If you haven't been in a position to garden for years, then how do you spend time in your garden growing things when you aren't working? I wish I still had a garden, but there isn't one in this flat. I meant it's been a long time I have grown a garden. So you don't spend time in the garden growing things. Why don't you go gardening any more? I love swimming, either in the beach or in the pool. I love fishing, hunting, or just camping. I love all kind of outdoors when the weather is warm. I would say I prefer the warm weather. I've been busy lately with work. My hobbies are reading, writing, arts and crafts, and I love collecting paintings too. I love travelling, and I do get a chance to travel for vacation every once in a while, but more often for work. To mention a few places I've been around the world, I've travelled to Ireland, all over North America, Barbados, Mexico, Egypt, United Kingdom, Spain, Netherlands and Australia. What about you? Where have you travelled to? I've been to Australia, New Zealand, USA, Spain, France and the Netherlands. Where did you go in Australia? Sydney, in New South Wales. Just Sydney? You didn't go anywhere else? Yes, I just went there for a project, he said hastily, in case she asked him. My oldest son and his first wife lived in Sydney for 4 years. That was a long time ago. Where did you come to in the UK? Edinburgh, wrote our man. OK, I haven't been there since I was a child. Sounds good. Do you have WhatsApp or Hangout, where we can talk better whenever I'm not online here? I don't know what you mean, said Leyla, who's in the same position as Denise. She doesn't have a mobile phone. Are those something the kids use? I could ask one of my grandchildren to tell me. Sophie often comes to see me if she's been to Worcester to see her mum and dad, because she drives past my flat. Sophie is my daughter Anna's daughter. I haven't asked where you live, have I? I live in Malvern. Where do you live? I live in New York, Little Valley. No, it's not what kids use. Everyone uses it, and it's more private and secured. We can always talk there when I'm not online on Facebook. I still don't know what you mean. Which phone do you use? He asked. Phone? My daughter bought it for me in Argos. I think they're BT ones. I've got one in the living room and one upstairs by the bed.
You know, proper old-fashioned cordless landline phones. Something that our man's probably never heard of. You can go to your Play Store on your phone and download Hangout, he said helpfully. I've absolutely no idea what you're talking about, said Leyla. Why would I want to take one of the phones to a toy shop? No, you're not taking it to a toy shop. All you need to do is go to your phone Play Store and type Hangout and download it. I've no idea what you're talking about. I can't type on the phone. They're phones. There are two of them. Didn't I say that? One upstairs by my bed and one here in the living room. They make phone calls. They aren't typewriters. If my daughter-in-law comes to see me later today, I'll ask her if she knows what you mean. OK, I can guide you through it. You don't have to involve your daughter-in-law. Do you have Gmail? Do you mean my email address? I can use email. Yes, like Gmail address. Do you tell people, or your grandkids, about your relationship? He asked. So she gave him her email address. What relationship? I don't know what you mean. I'm very private, and I don't tell people about my relationship. I don't know what you mean. What are the names of your phones? He asked. They don't have names, silly. I know I'm a daft old lady, but I don't give my phones names. I told you, they're BT phones that my daughter got in Argos. I want you to keep our conversations private, and I don't want you to share it with anyone. And ladies and gentlemen, if anyone tells you to keep your conversation with them private, please do the opposite. They're either trying to scam you, or, worse, please make sure all the older and younger people in your life know, firstly, that no conversation held online needs to be kept private, but also knows that if someone asks them to do that, the first thing that they should do is tell someone about it. Which phone are you using to talk to me right now? I'm not using a phone, silly, am I? Said Leyla. I'm not talking to you. I'm typing on my iPad. Now you've got me thinking daft thoughts. I could call my phones Elizabeth and Philip, couldn't I? Like our late Queen and her husband. Will everyone think I've gone daft if I do that? LOL, you're so funny. You have a very good sense of humour. No, it's just your choice. And what you wish. Go to Play Store on your iPad and type Hangout. You'll see it. I don't know what you mean, said Leyla. Just download it and log in with your Gmail. I don't know what you mean. I'll ask Lola to tell me if she comes this afternoon. OK, just tell Lola to download Hangout on your iPad and log in with the Gmail you sent to me. I already sent you a message. You've sent me a message? On chat, said Leyla. I can see it. Please, Leyla, don't share our conversation to anyone, or never let any intruders come between us. Really? He said, in reply to her saying that she could see his message on chat. Intruders? My goodness, you are being dramatic. Where did you see it? He asked. Yes, really, she said, unable to resist. I feel connected to you, he replied. In chat, silly, she said, in reply to him saying, where did she see it? Why do you think I said I can see it in chat? Do you feel connected to me, too? Aren't we connected on the internet? Isn't that how I'm talking to you? Of course, yes, I want something more cordial. I feel there's a reason our path met in life. Oh, I'm sorry if I'm not being cordial enough. I do find it hard to know how to be nice to people online. I'll try to be nicer. Lola just rang. She's going to take me out for lunch. I'll ask her to tell me how I should be nice to people online. She'll know. She's much younger than us. She's 20 years younger than my son. She's his second wife. I think she's 43, or something like that. She's just a year or two younger than Sophie, my oldest granddaughter. You're nice, he said. You don't have to tell Lola anything. Let's just keep anything that makes us happy private. I'm going to get ready for work. I'll talk to you later. Kisses and loves. And then there were a couple more messages, because he was trying to message her on chat and on Facebook. But by then, they'd moved to chat. This is John Kelvin, he said, on chat. You got it right, I'm glad. You seem smart. Who are you? Asked Leyla. I'm talking to someone called John Kelvin on Facebook. Because, as I just said, he was still talking to her on Facebook as well. Yes, it's really nice talking to you and getting to know more about you. Yes, what? Am I talking to you on here or on Facebook? This is the John Kelvin you're talking to on Facebook, Leyla. I'm just getting ready for work. OK, but are we talking on here or on Facebook? It's just 7:08 a.m. here, he said, suddenly realising what the time was in New York, having been talking to her for several hours. It's just after midday. Let's talk here. OK, I'm going to talk to you once I'm on break at work, sweetheart. Have a good day. Hello, sweetheart. Are you there? Hello, here I am. How's your day been? I had a lovely lunch. Did I say my daughter-in-law was going to take me out? Yes, you did. What did you have for lunch? I had the quiche with salad, and then a slice of carrot cake. It was lovely. Sounds yummy. You ate everything alone, and you didn't call me to join you. I'll get Lola to call you next time we go out for lunch. That'll be nice. What are you doing right now? I thought I was talking to you. Am I wrong? What are you doing right now? No, you're not. I'm on break at work. You're so much on my mind. What are you doing at work today? She asked. I've been working on some acres of lands. What are your thoughts about me? I don't know what you mean. I meant I've been surveying some hectares of land. Where are they? New York State Department. I really want to meet you, and once I get along with you, we can always live together. Have you ever been to the United States of America? I don't know what you mean by New York State Department. That sounds like a government department. Where's the land you're surveying? Yes! The land is in New York, and it belongs to the New York State Department. Oh, I see. There's that much empty land in New York. I've never been to New York. I went to Miami many years ago when my first grandchildren were small. We took them to Disney World. No! The land belongs to the government. I wasn't talking about who it belongs to. I meant empty, as in nothing built on it. Yes, they are few, one. Can I ask you a question, sweetheart? Yes. How do you feel about me? He asked. What do you mean? Do you like me? I don't know. I've never met you. Of course, yes. I'd definitely love to meet you soon. I really want a cordial relationship between us. Does that mean you're thinking of coming to England? Yes, of course. Will you be happy to see me? You're welcome to come and visit. My phone's ringing. Can I ask you some questions? Of course. What's your favourite colour? Green? Why do you want to know? Mine is blue in green. When you meet a man, what are the first things you look for in him? Now you're talking like my teenage grandchildren again. I'm 85. My husband died 20 years ago, and we were married for 45 years. I think I know why you're single. You just sound and talk like a kid. Oh my God! I want to know everything about you. Then ask mature adult questions, not things a 12-year-old would ask. Please? Our man took that on board and replied, OK, in a relationship, what are your likes and dislikes? Didn't I just ask you to act like a mature adult, not a 12-year-old? These are the basic things I need to know about you, he said. If that's your idea of getting to know someone, then I'm really not surprised that you had no luck at the seniors groups. It wasn't because people were cheating around, or whatever childish phrase you used. It's because you're a weirdo, and they got rid of you. What would you like to know about me, he asked. I'd like to know who you really are, and how old you really are. Lola told me to be careful. She said, be careful, Mum. There are a lot of creepy men on the internet who aren't who they say they are. She laughed when I showed her that stuff about WhatsApp. She said, how on earth would a man of his age expect a lady of your age to know that? She said, if you're real and legit, said Leyla, quoting a phrase that the scammers often use to see if he'd notice, then you can type your phone number in here and she'll talk to you on that WhatsApp-y thingy to see you're real for me. I'm a sincere, honest man. I have a kind heart and a very romantic man. I'm very optimistic and I fall in love deeply whenever I love someone. I do not smoke and I only drink occasionally. I like natural sweet wine. I was born and raised a Christian. I'm 65 years. I'm a very amazing person with unique qualities and interests. Can I also know who you are? I'm Leyla, and it's not me that's acting like a teenage kid. With everything we've shared so far, do I sound creepy to you? Yes, very, said Leyla. You talk and act like a kid. I think I'm going to ask Lola to talk to you for me, please. She said she can use that WhatsApp-y thing. What does she have to do? Since we're not talking on Hangout, I don't think we need it any more. I don't know what that means, said Leyla. You shouldn't let anyone decide it for you. Well, it's up to you, said Leyla. I'd like Lola to talk to you if you want to carry on talking to me. You think about it and let me know if you want to carry on talking to me. Why are you telling Lola about us? He said. Yes, I want to continue talking to you. Then I'd like you to talk to Lola for me, so she can be sure you're real. It's up to you. I don't mind. OK, sounds great. She can talk to me whenever she likes. She said she needs a number for WhatsAppy. Is that right? And so he gave her his phone number. I'll call her and give that to her. I don't know what she's doing tonight, so she might not call you till tomorrow. Are you a supportive woman? He asked. Please stop talking like a teenage kid. I don't think I want to talk to you again until Lola's spoken to you. I've just tried to call her, and she's not answering. Good morning, said Leyla the next morning. I've just spoken to Lola. She's at home this morning. She said I should tell you that she's Romanian. She said something I didn't understand about her number and that's WhatsAppy thing. She has a Romanian number, so she can talk to her family. I think that's what she said. I'm sure you'll understand it much better than I do. And so, I'd like to welcome back to the channel, Lola / Blue Lady, because our man has just called her.
Hello.
Hello, good morning. How are you, Lola?
Hi, good morning, John. How are you?
How was the night? I'm pretty good. How was the night?
My night. My night was good. How are you, John? Nice to meet you.
Oh, it's my pleasure. What are your plans today?
You are my mother-in-law's new friend, right?
Absolutely right. You're correct. How may I help you?
Yes, I want to talk to you because I like to know all my mother-in-law's friends. She's a very friendly person.
Okay, I'm listening to you.
Yeah, what can you tell me about you? Do you know, did she tell you about me?
Actually, she told me about you. She told me your mother's-in-law friend. So she told me you are the one that looks after her. You check up on her, you know. And she also told me you guys went out for a lunch yesterday. So that's what she told me about you. She told me you're a very nice person. You're a very good person to her. You have a kind heart. You know, that's what she told me generally about you.
I'm very happy that she spoke so nice about me. Okay.
Yeah, definitely. She spoke so very nice about you, and I'm so very happy to talk to you this morning. You sound like a very nice person. Sounds like a very genuine person.
Oh, thank you, John. So, where are you from, John, exactly?
Pardon?
Is your name John or Kelvin?
Yeah. Oh, my name is John Calvin. My last name is Calvin.
So your first name is John. Okay, nice name.
Oh, thank you so very much, Lola.
Where are you from, John?
I live in the United States of America. What about you?
I'm a Romanian, but I live here in the UK. I'm married
That's very cool.
with William. Did she tell you about William, my husband?
Yeah, she told me about Williams. She told me about Williams. You know, she told me everything about Williams. She also told me Williams is a nice person, like a very hardworking man. So that's what she told me about Williams.
Yeah, my husband is a very nice guy. He's much older than me. I'm his second wife, but it's okay. He's a very good man. He's 60.
Yeah, that's what she told me.
I'm
That's what she told
38.
me. How old are you?
38.
You what?
38.
48?
38. 38. I'm 38.
Oh, 38. Okay.
Yes, my husband is older, much older, but it's okay. He's a very nice man.
Yeah, she told me about Williams. So I said I'm gonna be so very happy to meet you guys in person, you know.
Oh,
You get
so
what I'm trying to tell you?
nice. What?
I said I'm gonna be so very happy to meet you guys as soon as possible because I told her I'm gonna come over to England as soon as possible
Oh,
so
I'm
we
very
can meet each
happy for
other.
that. When will be that, John?
I'm gonna let her know. I really don't know right now because I'm currently working for the state of New York department. So as soon as I'm done, I'm gonna come over to you. Just to spend some couple of days with you. You get what I'm trying to
Wow,
tell you?
I'm impressed. And where in the US are you, John?
I'm in New York City.
Ah, you are in New York. How nice. I'm dreaming about visiting New York one day.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you can probably come over. Then I'm gonna welcome you. I'm gonna treat you nice. I have a house. I live in a three-bedroom house, and I have a German Shepherd dog. So
Oh, I like dogs. So
I
nice.
I lost I lost my wife some couple of years ago to some cancer,
Oh my
cervical
God.
cancer.
Are you serious about that? Oh my God.
I'm very serious.
What
So I
happened?
live alone. She had a cancer, a cervical cancer.
Oh, I'm very sorry about that.
Oh, thank you so very much, Lola. Thank you so very much.
How
You
old
sound
are
so
you,
very good.
John?
Hello,
How old are you, John?
I'm 65 years old.
Ah, 65. Okay, okay. But you
65. I'm
si-
65. I'm
yeah,
65 years old.
65. 65. Okay, okay, I understand. You sound so young, so nice. I like it. I think you are a very nice person.
Yeah, people do tell me I look so very young. I think probably because I'm always doing a lot of exercise. I do a lot of
Ah,
exercise every morning. So exercise keep me fit.
you like
It keeps me
gym.
healthy. Yeah, it keeps me fit. It keeps me healthy and all that shit. You get what I'm trying to show you.
Oh, how nice. I like to do gym also. From time to
Oh,
time. Yes.
how many days in a week do you get at the gym or do you work out?
Sometimes 2 days in a week, sometimes three. It depends. I have a good fitness trainer,
Oh, that's cool.
a very nice
Exercise keeps me
guy.
so very young. Whenever I'm going out, people do admire me. They do, oh, you look so very young. You look so very young. You look so very younger than your age. Whenever I tell them my age, they'll be like, oh, wow. You know,
Ah, I'm very glad about that. I'm very happy for my
thank you so very
mother-in-law that she has
Um,
such a nice friend.
yeah, she was thinking, she actually told me she thought I was not real. Then I was like, I'm a real person. I'm not the type that do go around just to tease women online. No, I don't do that.
Ah, I understand, but
Do you believe in God?
yes, but religion is not so important because I consider that there is only one God for everybody.
Hmm, you're absolutely right. You
Yes.
speak so very well. I love the way you speak. You
Oh,
speak
thank
like
you.
someone who has the knowledge about life, who knows what she wants in life. And I'll be so very happy to see you.
Oh, I'll be happy to see you too. I can't wait. But my mother in law is 85, you are 65. But I know you are just a friend for her, and it's okay. It's okay. She needs friends
Okay?
because she's an old lady, but she's very smart and she's very nice, and she deserves to
Okay?
have such a good friend like you.
Okay, that's cool. That's very cool. Actually, I just woke up some couple of minutes ago. It's actually 5:17 a.m. here in the New York. So I just woke up
Okay. Okay.
some couple of minutes ago. So then you decided to call me.
I
So
understand.
what do you do for a living? Do you used to work?
Yes, I work. I'm a nurse.
Oh, sounds cool.
Yes.
Sounds cool.
A very good
Sounds
job.
cool.
And very well
I'm
paid.
oh, that's cool. I'm a freelance land surveyor,
Can you tell me about that? I don't know exactly what is it about.
A freelance surveyor is a person who works on the land. Are you getting what I'm trying to tell you?
Okay.
Who plan the land before a construction can be built on the land.
How nice.
Surveying is the first stage you have to go through whenever you want to build a construction on a particular land. It could be an hotel, it could be an hospital, it could be a estate, it could be an industry. So you have to survey the land. You have to use the use of a map to plan the land. You have to use theodolite. Do you know the meaning of theodolite?
Not exactly. Can you explain me?
A theodolite is like a camera that is used to to direct the indicate of the land, the measurement
Yes,
of
I
the
know
land,
what you are talking about
the
now.
the
Yes,
length and the breadth of the land. So you have to use the theodolite. Then you have to use a contractor to clear the land, so you can have a clear vision of what you want to do on the land.
Oh, how
So
interesting.
do you understand now?
Yes, I understand now. A very good job. I like
Oh,
it.
thank you so very much.
I like
So
it.
how do you feel about me?
Yes, I like you, John. I hope we will talk in the future. I'm very happy that you are my mother-in-law's friend, and you are a very nice guy. I like you.
Oh, thank you so very much. So are you gonna try to talk to me often so we can get closer to each other? So we can
Yes,
talk about life. We can, you know, you can probably tell
absolutely.
me what's going on with you whenever you're bored. You can talk to me. We can talk about life generally. You can tell me whatever is bothering your mind. You can tell me what you're going through. You can tell me everything generally about yourself. You get what I'm trying to tell you?
Absolutely, John. Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
I have something to do now. Maybe
What do you want
we
to do?
something to do in the house. Um,
Oh,
maybe maybe we will speak some other time in the evening, probably. Okay. And I want to drink a
um,
coffee. And I think you just woke up and you have to take a shower. You have to drink a coffee too because it's a very early morning in New York. Okay, and we will speak later.
you know, you can probably text me so we can chat, or do you have an hangout or something like that, or do you prefer us talking on WhatsApp? We
No,
can
I
probably text
talk.
ourselves.
No, I talk on WhatsApp with my friends. I don't like hangouts. I don't like Facebook. I talk only on WhatsApp.
Okay, you can actually text me if you want to talk to me, then I'm going to reply as soon as I get your text.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you.
I can write you, no problem. It's fine, but
Alright, bye bye.
I have a request,
Bye bye,
John.
Lola.
John, I have a request. Please change your settings. I want to see the blue marks. Okay? And if you are so kind to put a picture on the profile, not your picture, you can put a dog, a car, a flower, everything.
Okay, I'm going to try to check the settings. So,
Thank
I'm
you.
not really used to WhatsApp, but I'm going
Yes,
to
I
try to
know
check if
you
I can.
don't know about WhatsApp because you are 65, but you can change the settings very easily. It's not complicated, believe me.
Okay, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna tell one of my workers to check it for me, so they can probably do that for me.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay.
Alright, Lola. It's so very nice talking to you.
Yeah, same. Okay. Bye, John.
Alright, bye bye.
Bye.
Yes, we just talked and we get along. She's a nice person too, he said when the call had ended. Oh, poor deluded fool. That's lovely, said Leyla. I'm sure she'll call and tell me. And if you watched the Mike Bird Thomas saga, you know what I'm going to say next. You're going to have to watch the next episode to find out what happens. I hope you enjoyed this episode with Leyla and Lola. If you did, you know what to do. Please like it, please share it, please comment down below, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again in the next episode.